Now, what's wrong with a plan-based approach? It's so frequently done, it's so often useful, so what's the problem with it? Well, a plan-based approach assumes that you have perfect knowledge of the problem and its solution. Now, with student projects and with a lot of software development, that's simply not true. You rarely have a perfect understanding of the problem itself. I mean, after all, you're a student, so you're learning about the problem. You definitely don't have a good understanding or a perfect understanding of the way you're going to solve this problem. You're still students, you're still learning. Now, this goes for a whole lot of us. It's definitely true in software development where we might have a pretty good understanding of the techniques of software development, but how we are going to develop this specific solution with all the different components that probably have got new versions and new features and new software. It's the same problem. We don't know exactly how we're going to put this together. Now, in the absence of that, we need some system to allow us, or some way of approaching these problems that allows us to learn as we go. As our understanding of the problem grows, so might the way we're going to solve it. As our understanding of the way we solve it grows, so might the solution that we're going to offer might change. So that's the whole idea of an Agile approach. It does allow us to learn as we go along. The other thing that an Agile approach allows us to do, one of the bigger problems in any project, particularly a group-based project, and there's more of those, and in software development it's definitely going to be a group or team-based development. You need to coordinate a whole lot of things. You need to coordinate the understanding of the problem among everybody concerned. That is the customer as well as the development team, and particularly within the development team. If they don't have a coordinated, shared understanding of the problem, you're going to get dysfunctional solutions. You also need to coordinate within the team how this problem is going to be solved. Now, this is who's doing what and what they, specifically what it is they're going to do, how that's going to interface into another person's work, what they are expected to do, how they hand off to someone else, how it all fits together, how are people going to do this work. That is all a coordination problem, and it's best solved in these very dynamic circumstances with people simply talking to each other. You're not going to get it in one go-round of talking to each other. It's going to take practice to embed the coordination habits. Agile software development approaches or Agile approaches to projects do help that to happen. Now, in our standard approach to solving problems, particularly big problems, big hairy problems as the diagram is there, is we decompose them into smaller problems. The theoretical basis for doing this goes all the way back to Sir Isaac Newton, where you decompose things into its constituent components. You study their properties and you put things back together again. The whole was the sum of its parts. Now, that is just not true in software, and it's not true for a whole lot of things. It may be true for physics or Newtonian mechanics, but it's definitely not true in software. We have not only the component parts, but their interactions. Right? Now, you decompose the problem for the purpose of solving it, and now you're going to put it all back together again. That leads us to the next problem, which is the problem of integration. It's becoming an increasingly difficult problem in software development, and it's certainly a problem I've noticed in a whole lot of student projects. You get everybody doing their part, and then you can put it all together again, and you find, oh, they produce something in Word, and the other person produced something in FrameMaker. The method of doing the diagrams doesn't fit. The styles don't work. It just really is hard to put that report together. It takes a lot of effort. Now, there is no magic answer for integration. The answer that an Agile method provides is that you're going to be doing a lot of integrations. That is more than one, probably 5 or 6 or something of that nature. Now, if you do something often enough, you'll get better at it, you'll get practice at it, and you will understand what mistakes have been made, and you'll overcome those. So integration, or the problems of integration, is something that an Agile approach allows us to deal with. In all of these projects, we start off with misleading expectations. Now, the prize misleading expectations that we have, that gives us a lot of trouble with a lot of plan-based projects, is that the customer knows what the problem is, and they know what they want to solve the problem. That there will be one delivery, and it will all be right. No, I've never come across a project yet where all of those were true. In some rare projects, they were true enough, but not true. An Agile project, or an Agile approach, by contrast, assumes that neither the customer nor we understand the problem. We're going to have to learn about that as we go. It won't fit together first time up. We're going to do it again. We're going to have practice. All right? So the Agile approach assumes that our understanding is imperfect, both of the problem and what we're going to do to solve the problem, and that we're going to need multiple go-arounds to do this. And the Agile approach, as I say, allows us to do that.